It's a good thing that God Almighty has never gone on strike because of unfair treatment or for things he didn't like. Should he ever once sit down and say, that's it, I'm through? I had enough of those on earth, so this is what I'll do. He'll give orders to the sun, cut off the heat supply. And to the moon, give no more light, then run the oceans dry. And just to make things double tough and put the pressure on, he'll cut off the air and oxygen till every breath is gone. For sure, he will be justified if fairness was his game. For no one has been more abused or treated with disdain. But yet, he carries on and on, providing you and me with all the goodness of his grace and everything for free. But people say we want a better deal, and so on strike we go. But what a deal we're giving God, whom everything we own. We don't care who we hurt or harm to gain the things we like. But what a mess we'll all be in if God should go on strike.
Jeremiah 29 verse 11, God says, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. That is a scripture that I hold dear to my heart, because God is not a man that he should lie. So if he says he has a plan for me, he does. If he says he has plans to prosper me, he does. I have that much confidence in him to know if he said it, that's just what it is.
The message not deliver. You know what I deliver it? You know how much blood I listen, you know how much of them that can't? And for me, you make them can put on them pot. If I one preacher make Jamaican dagger can yam food, I'm asked you what. Led by Andre. But when I say Portland, me never call no name. But sure me can, me no call no phone. But me I tell some people, this year 2025, the plumb lines has been drawn. Who not dead and lose sleep. God want back Jamaica, one way or another. Jamaica belong to God. Lift your God bless in another church. If you're not listening, you're a hypocrite if you don't love me right now.
Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the platform. I have made some adjustments to the audio because I was listening back to the live streams and the premieres, and the audio seems to be a bit too loud. You know, even the sound bites. You know, even this one.
Whoa, we need help, Jesus.
So I've made some adjustments, and I hope it's more palatable to your ears. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Golden interview with Andre Stevens. I did a live last night because literally I did not watch the interview. So I watched the interview and reacted to it in real time. But there are segments of the interview, obviously, that I would love to highlight. And yes, this is a call-in show for people to participate because, you know, I know a lot of people is excited about what took place, and you know, I would love to hear from the people. People have been calling me not only about this interview but the budget overall, and you know, they would love to express themselves in regards to what actually took place with the budget, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? So that is why I'm here. You know, Mr. Mark Golden, in his interview, we all know the bombshell that was dropped. Now, I I was telling people in the parliament, I did a what you would call it, I did a short. And when I saw that Mr. Mark Golding, hold on there. This is interesting. This is very interesting. This is interesting. Let me hear. This is something that just dropped that I did not plan for, but you know, over here, I always give the UIC an opportunity. Let me hear what the UIC president has to say, because I see a video that he dropped a while ago. Title of it alone, very interesting. Just the title of it alone is very interesting.
Hi, good.
Alright, so let me go to that video and let me see what the president of the UIC is saying. Because I haven't heard from him. Well, I haven't seen any activity. UIC president look like in growth in facial hair more. You know what I mean? General look like a real elder now, man. Pick up the UIC, like I said, you know, over here. So let me hear what the UIC president has to say. This was not intended, but I was browsing and I saw this. So let me hear what he has to say.
Today, my fellow Jamaicans, you have heard the presentation from the opposition leader.
Well, so the title of this is "Don't Be Tricked, Focus on Reality." How you doing, Velma? So let me hear what the UIC president has to say. All right, I will give him an ear. The opposition, they have no credibility. I mean, the JLP has no credibility. The leader, they don't have no credibility. So I don't really want to hear anything they have to say, because they have just lied they have lied so much on Mark Golding. Is ridiculous. And I think he came out with the ether where his British citizenship is concerned. So, Velma, big up yourself. Yes, Velma, you actually catch alive. Guys, remember to like and share. All right, let's go.
Hi, good day, my fellow Jamaicans. You have heard the presentation from the opposition leader. And I have one thing to say about the presentation, about the budget presentation, coming from the leader of the opposition, following on the presentation from the spokesperson on finance from that same opposition, and the Minister of Finance from the governing party. It's very important for us to understand what we're hearing. The opposition leader has spent the time, given that he's being paid by taxpayers to do so, and he has the resources of his position as a funded party in the House with ministers who are being paid. He has taken the time to collect and gather all of what he's hearing from groups like the UIC and other interest groups like the Maroons and the Rastafarians and civil society across Jamaica, and persons within and without this party, and long-standing gripes that the Jamaican people have had about various issues. So he has worked behind the scenes to gather all of this information. Much of it, by the way, extracted from the policies and ideas and plans of the UIC. And he has presented it as his own without reference to the source of this new inspiration. I must admit that his presentation was well done and came across quite nicely and quite believable. You could feel like you could trust him and trust his party, except for the fact that we have 80 years of history from which to draw on to help us with our assessment of the gentleman and his party. The mere fact that he chose to join one of two organized criminal gangs to pursue his political aspirations, and that he has played an integral part in some very serious matters concerning the policies of the PJ Patterson Omar Davis administration, which led to the banking crisis and the FinSac debacle and the loss of many businesses and jobs and the destruction of the Jamaican economy is a matter that we should not take very lightly. The fact that he has never once clearly articulated the fact that the system is the problem and not the various nice sounding promises which he has made and which we all can make. Any politician can tell you that they're going to create heaven on earth. Any politician can tell you that they're going to address the needs of seniors, address the needs of the disabled, address the need for lower cost energy, address the need for water, address the need for proper roads, address the needs for justice, address the need for constitutional reform. Any leader can tell you that. But what you really want to hear from a leader is that they truly understand the core and fundamental problems. And what we heard from the opposition leader, his spokesperson on finance, and the Minister of Finance so far is a clear indication that they have no intention whatsoever to fix the core problems. And because they're not committed to fixing the core problem, then nothing else that they say is of any value. Now, it is very important for us to remember one thing from my presentation this morning, and it is this. Any party at all, which promises you to do for you tomorrow what they could have done for you yesterday should not be trusted. I'll say that again. Any party which promises to do for you tomorrow what they could have done for you yesterday cannot and should not be trusted. What the opposition leader and the leader of the sitting governing party and their team will be trying to do and are trying to do is to get you to forget reality and focus on the possibility. Now, the time for that was in 1944 when we got the right to vote for the first time from those who took away our freedom. The time for that was in 1962 when we got a chance to write a new constitution and forge our independence. Today, the time is very different. It is for us as a people to reflect upon our past decisions and the decisions of those who have led us thus far. And when you look at the 80 years of those two parties and where they have led us so far, which is into a trap of significant debt, a massive debt burden that denied us the resources we needed to make Jamaica into a first-class country some 30, 40 years ago. Instead, they borrowed, wasted, and stole billions of dollars from us, and then they sacrificed us to pay it back. During this time, they passed many legislations. It's easy to pass legislations. It's a very different thing to make the intentions of those legislation come to pass. You can say you're going to pass legislation to protect the vulnerable and the poor or the elderly, but just passing the legislation does not mean you're going to end up with properly designed and well-built sidewalks, with well-designed and well-built roads, with a competent, caring and respectful police service, or a healthcare system that you can trust and one which you can depend on to give you proper healthcare in a timely manner. So passing legislations, whether it is in housing or in some area of the economy, does not mean anything if the governance structure is such that it will lead to massive corruption, massive waste, and massive mismanagement at the end of the day, which leaves you as a taxpayer to pay the taxes, whole heap of taxes, while not receiving quality and appropriate government services. The UIC is therefore committed to not siding with either of these two colonial parties. It's very tempting for everybody because you want better. And so it's easy to look to what currently exists. But remember, they're being funded by the PSOJ oligarchs to trick you. They're being funded by the PSOJ oligarchs to fool you. They're being funded by the PSOJ oligarchs to make themselves rich. So all that will come of the beautiful budget presentations, the witty comments, and the banging of the desks, and the laughter, and the chatter, and the disrespectful banter that they engage in Parliament, all that will come of it is that they will be richer, and you and I and our children and their children will suffer from greater poverty and insecurity. I put it to you that our best bet is to make sure we do not vote for any of them, but that we join hands with me in the UIC to create the People's Party that will work for and only for the people of Jamaica. We must be a party that is owned by the people, controlled by the people, to work only for the people. That is the purpose of the UIC. That's why it was created, to be the People's Party. Of course, we're not where we want to be yet, because you need to catch up with us. You need to join us and help us. Thank you.
Well, there you have it, uninterrupted. I mean, for me personally, I totally understand where the UIC president is coming from. As a matter of fact, a large majority of the electorate, the people that are eligible to actually vote, and the ones that we are trying to convince to get eligible to vote, they do not trust the PNP or the JLP. And this is something that he's the majority. To be honest with you, the UIC holds the position of the majority of Jamaicans. Even on the ground where I am, I have had discussions politically. I'm not saying that I hold the same stance as him, you know. I'm trusting in God more than anything else, that we won't be bamboozled, we won't be tricked, and what he's saying in this video won't come to pass, where the PSOJ oligarchs are in bed with the PMP. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to keep it. And Yankee, I watch me, you can call it, you know. I have to, the calling number is right there, ladies and gentlemen, if anybody wants to add to what was said. But he is definitely speaking for 70% of the Jamaican population. The 70% that didn't vote, the 70% that does not believe in the PNP or the JLP anymore, he is speaking for them. What I think Mark Golden has done is he has rebuilt the trust in the PNP in terms of, you know, their support base. And I dare say that he has also garnered some of the trust of who we would 10 years ago consider die-hearted JLP supporters. Because Jonas has been so horrendous in being the Prime Minister. Get in the car. Yes, General.
Blessed, my Lord, top of the morning to you, because you don't know how to do it already. We say, let's give Almighty thanks and praise for another awesome day. And we say, no distraction, my Lord. No, we say no distraction, because we don't have time for the funky thing. Pon the network. You see me, I say, no, you know, give certain individual the opportunity to embarrass themselves, you know. But don't give them too much of your time. Because this UIC geezer, him get the opportunity to do him off to do. And at the end of the day, him broke down. It's like you drive a vehicle from out of Rockford, go to Pernell Charles Arcade, and it broke down at Bellevue. If you make a run, you know, make sure say your vehicle in order. Make sure the individual when you roll it up to date. And start come and chat your mouth full of one bag of nonsense. But my lord, you see the way I'm upset right now. I have an individual who go give her 1 2, you know, because I behave like him, I'm put on my BLF uniform. But UIC a waste of time, my lord. You see me I say, come on, know where I come with. What is he coming with? You hear me, Sir Bolo?
Yeah,
Me go try get couple. Me go get couple endorsement for you, know, because I have some individual me go link, some OG. And I go want them knock up your thing and keep your kitty in order. So you hear me?
Yeah, man.
I save my energy. More knockings. Keep doing the right thing, my lad.
All right.
Yankee bless out. Respectfully.
Yes,
Boom.
sir. Yes, sir. And that is what we do here on the platform, ladies and gentlemen. Because, I mean, you know, Yankee stance, we totally understand his stance as well because of the issues that went down with the UIC. I mean, a lot of people are holding it against them. And I can't tell them to not hold it against them, to be honest with you. But the fact still remains that what I've said just now, it still stands. Even if this message came from somebody else, people are thinking what he's thinking. People believe what he's saying, and that's why they still don't trust the PMP. And I've spoken to labor rights, I've spoken to PMP, and some of them still are not convinced. You know what it is? Let me tell you what it is. It's like PTSD, post-traumatic trauma. You know, when a soldier goes to war, and you know that trauma of what he sees and experience through that experience. Every time he hears a gunshot, he jumps. Every time he hears a loud sound, his nerves, his mind is not settled. He cannot sleep ever in his life after what he went through. Well, there are people, ladies and gentlemen, that have gone through the trauma of both political parties, PMP and JLP, and we have to be honest about this, that has promised things and not fulfilled that promise. You understand what I'm saying? And that post-traumatic disorder is real. That is why the voter turnout is so significantly low in the last few general elections. And I think we have to come to grips with that being a reality. It may be a reality even in the next general election coming up. We might still see a low voter turnout. As much efforts that we have given to really speak to the people, and because we have to get out Andrew Holness. That's a fact. I've always maintained that we have to get out the JLP, and I'm probably one of the only flaggers that has maintained that there is more than one option. It's not just the PMP. I have always said that. Always said that. Alright? So, you know, me always say, I'll give the UIC opportunity on this platform. You know, although the people them feel the way they feel about it. And I have to say, I haven't covered the UIC in months. I haven't done anything about the UIC in months. And, you know, to their own, you know, they have to do some work to make an impact and make a push in the community. Although, you know, their issue is the funding, because they are not funded by the PSOJ or any, you know what I'm saying, entities like that. Their funding comes from the people. They have a Marcus Garvey model. You understand? Their funding comes from crowdfunding. Velma says, okay, I don't think Mr. Golden can be measured on the scale of past leaders, since he, like the president of the UIC, offering himself as a leader of a party for the very first time. Trust Mark Golden. That is the sentiments of Velma. And Patrick says, it's good to hear on this platform. Good to be here on this platform. Big up my sister and brothers that woke up alive this morning. It's a blessing. Big up yourself, Patrick. Alright. So that was our impromptu, ladies and gentlemen. I did not plan to go over that, but I came across the video and I said, listen, let me check it out. So let's continue. Let's go to the interview with Mark Golden and Andre Stevens now. See? Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard? Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. So we're gonna get right to it, you know, because like I said, this is a opportunity for people to call in. How you doing, Jeffrey? Blessings. And some of these things I definitely have to record and highlight. And I'm just going to go to this point right here. Very important discussion. Excellent interview by Andre Stevens. I mean, I give him a 10 out of 10. To be honest with you, I cannot tell a lie. The man, he did that. You know what I mean? He did that. And I am, you know, I am on this platform. I always going to give credit where credit is due. And I want to say a shout out to all the other vloggers out there that is playing their part in educating us, because even me, I am a student of all of this. You know what I'm saying? Even some of the historical facts about the PMP. It has really changed my outlook. You know, my stark outlook on the PMP and the JLP, to be honest with you. I was one of those that was maintaining that both of them are the same. But I believe that there's a shift happening. And it has to happen. It cannot, the status quo cannot remain the same, ladies and gentlemen. It simply can't. You know? And the Bolo prophecy, I believe in the Bolo prophecy. I don't believe it's a joke. I don't believe it's just something for we play and we are saying, Bolo, the what? No. I believe the Bolo prophecy is a prophetic word that will come to pass. All of the lizards, all of the rat them, all of the termite, all of the thief them, all of the criminal them, I don't care which side they are on, them have to come out of Parliament. You understand? They must go. And God is in control. Now let's go to the video, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the video.
I want to go back a little bit more in your presentation. Yesterday, you thoroughly carried the discussion about the reform of healthcare.
Yes.
As we speak, many of our hospitals don't have a CT scan machine.
Yeah.
CT scans and MRI are outsourced. You said that under PNP administration, there will be at least one CT scan and MRI in each parish as a start. You also spoke about primary care versus what is happening now about you knowing your numbers.
Yeah.
Operating theaters, the cries of many Jamaicans is that they go into the hospitals, no ventilators, they have to be on the corridors, all of that each week, each day. What does a reform of healthcare under Mark Jefferson Golding administration look like?
Well, you know, we want to shift away from these mega projects, which, you know, involve mounting billions of dollars, like the Cornwall Regional Hospital, which started as a $2 billion project and is now at over $21 billion 7 years later, and it's still not functioning properly. You know, that is a disgrace, and nobody has been held to account for it. So we really want to enhance the delivery of healthcare.
When the
in the clip, $1 billion 7 years later, and it's still not functioning properly. You know, that is a disgrace, and nobody has been held to account for it. So we really want to enhance the delivery of healthcare in the clinics and hospitals. You know, patients go to the hospital to be diagnosed as to what's wrong and to be treated, and then to return home and feel better, you know. And we have a problem right now because we're not doing screening at the level that we need to do. And I read some appalling statistics, which I want to repeat since I have your audience and you here.
Yes,
you know, in Jamaica, 70% of colon cancers, I say bowel cancer, are now are diagnosed at advanced stages. You know, when you're in real problems, not early on where it can be dealt with much more effectively. 70%, 90% of breast cancer are detected by a lump over a year after the cancer started. Prostate cancer is normally diagnosed after it has spread beyond the prostate.
Wow.
50% of diabetic patients, 40% of hypertensive patients, that's sugar and pressure, they have no idea that they have the disease. 50% of people with diabetes don't know they have diabetes. And 40% of people with pressure don't know they have pressure.
Mighty God, Marky G.
Yeah.
It is really bad.
It is bad. And we need to put a proper screening process in place because a lot of these things can be dealt with, you know.
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election.
And 40% of people with pressure don't know they have pressure.
Mighty God, Marky G.
Yeah.
It is really bad.
It is bad. And we need to put a proper screening process in place because a lot of these things can be dealt with, you know, with very successful outcomes.
Yes.
If you catch it early and you deal with it early. So we plan to launch national screening programs to identify these diseases that are the top killers of our people and treat them early and more effectively.
You know, this part of it, I had to go over this because healthcare is really a damning issue in Jamaica more than ever before. The screening is definitely going to help so you can identify this stuff early. I mean, when you look at the fact that most Jamaicans don't have food security now because that number is very high, that means they are eating anything they can afford to eat, not necessarily the most nutritious meal that won't get them sick. So with the screening, ladies and gentlemen, this is excellent, right? We need to identify those things early, all those top killers he's talking about. I want to ask the question, why wasn't this idea implemented years ago? I mean, that idea is such an idea. I would think that all these bright minds, and I'm speaking on both sides of the aisle over the years. What has been the screening history? You know what I mean? Has anybody implemented this idea before? Was the idea taken out at one point? And then I have to ask the question, which administration took out screening if it was added? And then why was it taken out? What was the good reason for them to jeopardize the health of the people of Jamaica? For the government to offer free screening all over Jamaica. What was the reason? Was it because money was the problem? Was it because they wanted to cut the budget and tap into that area? Was that area compromised to put that money into other areas? Because this is a basic thing that should always be done. It doesn't matter which government is in power. The people of Jamaica should demand that this goes into policy, right? And it's not negotiable, right? They cannot negotiate island-wide screening, especially when it comes down to colon cancer, because you guys know how Jamaican men are when it comes to the testing of colon cancer. They need to find some other way to screen the colon cancer thing still. Facilitate the phobia of the original form of colon cancer testing. So, you know, colon cancer is a real chopper in Jamaica in terms of life. Also, prostate cancer. That is another phobia that Jamaican men have in terms of getting tested for that. So they need to find other ways. I think there is other ways. I've seen other ways that they can test effectively whether or not someone has colon cancer and all of these things. Sugar, hypertension, all the stuff that he mentioned. Again, why wasn't this implemented years ago? Why, if it was, who removed the implementation? And I really would love for them to answer why, if they are still around, or if anybody is a part of their administration still. But let's continue.
You know, prevention and early treatment are easier, cheaper, and more effective than late cure. So that's one aspect of us, you know, of what we plan to do. You know, we also see the need to ensure that operating theaters are properly maintained. Right now, you know,
theaters that Christoph done don't have working.
That's right. KPH, 4 theaters closed. Cornwall Regional, you know, no surgery. St. Anne's Bay, Montego Bay, National Chest Hospital, all of these have
Spanish.
non-functional operating theaters. It is a terrible situation. And you know, and that there's been really such poor attention to maintaining equipment, basic equipment, air conditioning units. Right now, there's a mold problem at KPH.
My God.
Yeah, as a result of AC units not working as they should. So, you know, the emphasis needs to be on ensuring that the things that are necessary for basic healthcare that is needed by our people to be delivered in a dignified way, in a way which is accessible to them, that is not being done. And the standard of care in the public health system has suffered, and you see that there have been problems with industrial unrest, with, you know, all levels, even the consultants at the highest level of the system have had, have taken their own form of action. The situation is in crisis. We have an excellent spokesperson who has been in the public health system for many years.
Before he goes there, in terms of who is the shadow minister, Mr. Dr. Alfred Dawes, and, you know, Splash DJ, Fim MP, that Patrick says, when I hear him talking about these sicknesses, it gets me emotional. You can hear the care in the man's voice. No, you're absolutely right about that, you know, Patrick. And I'm glad you observed that, because you see, that is the legacy that Mark Golding's father and mother left with him. They were activists, especially his father in the area of helping the disabled. So, you know, him growing up around that, you remember what he said in I think it's his budget speech. He said that, you know, somebody have a question, go ahead, Jeffrey. He said that he grew up around disabled people because he was always there with his dad. And this being around disabled people was normal. He saw them as normal human beings. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I think is an element that is missing in a lot of us Jamaicans. I don't think that we have, and I'm going to include myself in there, I do not think that we have that level of compassion and care for the disabled in that regard. I really don't. You know what I mean? And, you know, his father, being who he is, Mark Golding's father, Sir John Golding, the Honorable Sir John Golding, because you have to put honorable upon his name for what he actually did for the disabled in this country, and the legacy still doing, the only one of its kind in the English-speaking Caribbean. And I will always say that that man's father has done more for Jamaica than the entire Jamaica Labour Party. Yes, I said it and I'm going to say it again. So, you know, when you look at where he's coming from in terms of his legacy, you can understand why this was something that really touched Mark Golding. You remember in the Parliament when, let me see if I can find it. Remember in the budget when Mr. Tufton got up, ladies and gentlemen. Well,
we had to undertake.
Don't struggle with.
Hold on. When he was sitting down in the budget presentation, and the man literally was laughing.
For just a moment, though, because I know you.
And I'm telling you, man, Mark Golding got upset. Mark Golding got absolutely upset. I said, man, joking at the pan, man. Mark Golding was very, very upset, ladies and gentlemen. So that is how I know, for me, how much it means to Mark Golding. The area of health and taking care of people. It's definitely a passion of his. I'm looking for the area where, you know, he made an ass of himself, Christopher Tufton. And I want the people of Jamaica to remember these moments, you know, and keep them close to your heart, you know, because, you see, we must not forget. Must not forget, ladies and gentlemen.
16, the legislation was ultimately passed by this government in 2017 and was brought into effect in 2018. All the commissioners and senior officials of the commission have been appointed during the tenure of this government. The Integrity Commission is a vital institution. It needs to be protected, and most obvious being that it is futile to hold a referendum on an issue, the possible outcome of which does not lie in our power to implement or continue. If there was a referendum and the vote was to remain tied to the Privy Council, the power to make that happen does not lie with us in Jamaica. It lies with the gift of the United Kingdom, and they can change their... The current administration's focus on public relations over effective service delivery has led to a near collapse in the public health sector. It is heartbreaking to watch the news or scroll through social media knowing that every week there's another grieving family crying out for change. Mr. Speaker, from almost every level of staff, as well as overcrowded and deteriorating facilities. Most recently, we're hearing about mold, which has locked down all 4 operating theatres in the Kingston Public Hospital. If you can't have operation in public, what does that mean? Member for Central St. Mary who knows about these things, it is a terrible situation. The current administration's focus on public relations over effective service delivery has led to a near collapse in the public health sector. It is heartbreaking to watch the news or scroll through social media knowing that every week there's another grieving family crying out for change. Mr. Speaker, the debacle of Cornwall Regional Hospital's renovation, which after 7 years has seen its budget explode from 2 billion to over 21 billion and counting, and still nowhere near completion, is a testament to the shambolic project execution of this government. And Mr. Speaker, it is an absolute travesty that no one has been held accountable for the mother of all overruns. It is an unmitigated disgrace. Mr. Speaker, the PNP will undertake a major policy shift in the area of health, from a focus on mega infrastructure projects towards enhancing the delivery of healthcare across Jamaica's clinics and hospitals. Patients go to a hospital or a clinic to be diagnosed and treated, to return home alive and well. Jamaicans are crying out for this lack of basic services. They want it to be fixed, and the next PNP government will fix it. The health system needs to pivot away from primary care. We need to pivot away from secondary care to primary care and focus on extensive screening. 70% of colon cancers in Jamaica are now diagnosed at advanced stages. 70% of colon cancers diagnosed at advanced stages. 90% of breast cancers are detected by a lump over a year after the cancer started. 90%. Prostate cancer is primarily diagnosed after it has already spread. 50% of diabetics and 40% of hypertensive patients have no idea that they have those diseases. And tragically, the entirely preventable cervical cancer, cancer of the cervix in women, continues to claim so many lives of Jamaica's women. We will launch a national screening program to identify the diseases that are the top killers of Jamaicans and treat them early and more effectively. No, your numbers are joke. Joking that. Prevention and early treatment are easier, cheaper, and more effective than late cures. They specialize in gimmicks. We specialize in real solutions to bring lasting change.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you will see right there the demeanor of look at Mark Golding. Mark Golding is visibly upset, you know, and you have this man just laughing. Look at the man. Look at the disgusting behavior. Yo, these people should be locked up for treason, you know. Look at the state of health care. And this man can be in the parliament with this type of behavior when serious issues are being discussed about the area of health. Eh? And you can't see the man say, oh, a joke thing that, brother. Look at Mark Golding. Mark Golding is pissed, you know. Specialize in gimmicks. gimmicks. This is how we have to deal with Jamaica. Look at
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
In gimmicks, we specialize in real solutions to bring lasting change.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
So, you know, Mark Golden, ladies and gentlemen, cares. Mark Golden actually cares. Him not cry down. The man is laughing. He must be laughing, crying. Me say, I thank you so much, Star Trek. We can all agree that JLP is now at a point where not one well-thinking Jamaican should be voting for this party. Because you see the people at the top, and this is why I want the system of governance in Jamaica to change. Because I don't want to be voting for parties anymore. I want to be voting for individuals that is the right person. Wagwan Pat W. Blessings in the ma. I want to be voting for the right person. Dynamite, how you doing? Exactly. Health Minister laughing. I want to be voting for persons, ladies and gentlemen, who are qualified for the job. Like a Dr. Alfred Dawes. Like a Andre Harton. Like a man like Damian Crawford, Ministry of Education. I would vote for Damian Crawford to be the president of the Ministry of Education. Yes. And I'm very confident in his ability to actually get the type of staff that he needs that is going to attack the education of our whole entire generation with the same veracity and passion that he has for education. I am confident in Damian Crawford, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to justice, I am confident in Mark Golden. I would vote for Mark Golden as the Minister of Justice, bar none. Because again, the man actually cares for people. You understand what I'm saying? I would give him that responsibility where legislation is concerned to curb corruption and crime in Jamaica. You understand? That's what I would give him for. And you see, a lot of people gonna say this and this and that. But you see, in terms of industries, I would give the UIC president in the area of technology and advanced industries, especially energy. You see the portfolio that Peter Phillips it's not Peter Phillips. Oh my God. The energy minister Peter Bunting. I would give the UIC president that ministry. I would vote for him in that ministry. You understand? Because I understand his skill set in terms of, and even in financing too. To be honest with you, he is certified. He did work for the government of Canada, so he could work in both those two areas. But the point of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, I want to eliminate party governance. I want to eliminate party politics from Jamaica. Yes. That's why I like the UIC, because that is one of their mandates, to eliminate that. You understand? That is one of my mandates. But I digress. Big up Marky G. That is the first part of the segment that I wanted to go into. And now we're going to go into the main portion, ladies and gentlemen. Well, no, there's one more thing and then we go to the main portion. So remember, guys. Hey, y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man. And share the live stream. Come on now. Let's go. Stop playing. Support. The like button is free, That's right. How you doing? Salute to you, Jennifer. Salute to you. So let's get to this portion of it, ladies and gentlemen, with Mark Golden interview with Andre Stevenson. All right, let's get it.
He's a consultant surgeon in his own right. He's been the head of
medical. So you have confidence in a Dr. Alfred Dawes rather than a doctor to do this work that is necessary.
Yeah, I have confidence in our man has worked in the system and knows medicine.
Mm-hmm. I realize that
for the first time ever, you can.
I love how Andre transitioned the questions. Listen to this.
Key portfolios for growth in this country.
Go back.
Mm-hmm.
I realize that the key portfolios for growth in this country, you find the professionals to get the work done because you align a Dawes to healthcare, you align an educator to education.
Yeah.
You go to entrepreneurship and innovation. You took up a young Andre Horton and you aligned him there.
And he's an entrepreneur too, as well as
an entrepreneur. Yeah. So is this the kind of visionary leadership that we should get in terms of aligning the professionals to the ministries to get the work done, to make things go in the right direction?
Yes, that's right. And in the justice era, we have a very experienced and senior attorney, Donna Scott Motley, highly respected in that area as well. I believe we need to put the best talent, the talent that has the most experience and knowledge of their area in the right positions to get the best results. And that's my job, really, is to try and achieve that as the person who makes those decisions.
But I want to ask you, there have been some utterance from the Prime Minister and his surrogates.
Here we go.
That they will not surrender Jamaica to the PNP.
Here we go.
How you plan to deal with that?
Talk about
I spoke about it yesterday in my speech. I said that is a very damning statement. That is not a statement I've heard any leader of a country say before.
Talk about it.
The JLP don't own Jamaica. The PNP don't own Jamaica. The people of Jamaica own Jamaica. And they have a right to choose the government that they want.
Come on
every 4 to 5 years. That's why.
Now. I need to clip that up. Right? That part right there. That needs to be clipped up. I need that on a sound bite. Lord have mercy.
PNP don't own Jamaica.
Right.
The people of Jamaica own Jamaica.
Go back a little bit.
Leader of a country say before. The JLP don't own Jamaica. The PNP don't own Jamaica. The people of Jamaica own Jamaica. And they have a right to choose the government that they want every 4 to 5 years. That's why we have a constitution. You can't be telling the people of Jamaica that the opposition can't win an election. It is a very anti-democratic and dictatorial tone. And this is from somebody who made his senators sign pre-signed undated letters of resignation so that he could ensure that if they didn't vote the way he wanted on certain issues, he could get rid of them. And that was struck down by the court. This is the same Prime Minister who appointed the chief.
People, want to hear that? It was struck down by the court. Marty G. Lego and more do not play with them, because these guys have a track record. Make we listen to that again for those who missed it.
To sign pre-signed. It is a very anti-democratic and dictatorial tone. And this is from somebody who made his senators sign pre-signed undated letters of resignation so that he could ensure that if they didn't vote the way he wanted on certain issues, he could get rid of them. And that was struck down by the court. This is the same Prime Minister who appointed the Chief Justice of the country and put him on probation. So he could say, test whether or not he was comfortable with him when we have separation of powers.
On the lines of dictatorship, Macaulay.
Well, I'm saying there's a tendency that we're seeing, and those utterances were consistent with that tendency. So I had to drape him up about it yesterday.
Drape him up!
Because I'm not, he.
That is funny, honey. That's funny.
They
Oh my
don't
God,
want.
that is
And no
funny.
prime minister should tell them anything else.
Rude. Disrespectful. So you say you have to drape him up and deal with him business.
Well,
Holding. I know that. I just want to spend a little bit more time because
I know, because we're kind of gone over already.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Some of them over there saying that them need to see your passport to see whether or not you're fully Jamaican now, or according to them they want to know if you did rescind your British visa. What is your response to like a Daryl Vaz tonight?
Daryl Vaz was a dual citizen in breach of the Constitution. Because he was not a Commonwealth dual citizen. He was a dual citizen outside of the Commonwealth, which is not permitted by our Constitution. The matter was taken to court, and the court ruled that that was improper, and that was when he decided to give up his U.S. citizenship. I
notice, I want if you to notice Jamaican in a mark going. Yo, me say when Andre asked a question about Daryl Vaz, make we hear it again.
Did rescind your British visa. What is your response to like a Daryl Vaz tonight?
Hey, I love it. Marky G said,
That is funny, honey.
oh, I mean, I don't catch that. Oh my God, bro.
Oh my God, that is
Did
funny.
y'all catch that, man? Oh, Marky G's the man, bro.
What is your response to like a Daryl Vaz tonight? What is your response to like a Daryl Vaz tonight? What is your response to like a Daryl Vaz tonight?
Got you, Marky G.
Oh, no.
Come on now, stop playing with the man, bro. Stop playing with the man, bro. Listen, you're lightweight, Daryl. Daryl Vaz, you're lightweight, fam. He's a chump, fam. Yo.
What is your response to like a Daryl Vaz tonight?
Daryl Vaz was a dual citizen in breach of the Constitution. Because he was not a Commonwealth dual citizen. He was a dual citizen outside of the Commonwealth, which is not permitted by our Constitution. The matter was taken to court, and the court ruled that that was improper, and that was when he decided to give up his U.S. citizenship. My father was from the United Kingdom, and as a youth coming up, I was entitled to British citizenship by descent. I'm born in Jamaica. I was born at University Hospital. I lived my life in Jamaica. I've never worked anywhere else in Jamaica. I did some studying in the UK, and that was it. So I had the British passport. It wasn't an issue because our constitution allows it. Yeah. However, when it became an issue last year, and there was a big kerfuffle about it, I said, let me check out how the people of Jamaica feel about it. Yeah, and we did our own poll. We didn't publish. We do polls all the time to assess what's going on and how people feel about things. And when I saw that there was a good enough chunk of Jamaicans who didn't think that their leader should have a dual nationality, I said, here what? I don't want my status to be an issue. I don't want my status to, for example, in any seat where we have a candidate that's a close seat, for it to be used as a thing that might make their chances not as strong as we want. So I said I would renounce it, and I have renounced it. And I paid 400 and something pounds to renounce it, and the renunciation came through in August last year. In fact, I can show it. If you have 2 minutes, I can go get the document and hold it. Give me 2 minutes.
Prove it to the Marky G Jamaica. Bang
Out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of Parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
No, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? I'm just gonna go to my short that I did. I did a short where Marky G said in the Parliament that he was speaking about the CCJ. And when I heard him talk about the CCJ, I said, wait a minute. Am I the only one that realized that Marky G is telling us that he is a citizen of Jamaica only? So let me play that clip, because I made that the same day of the budget. I said, what? Hold up. I said, hold up.
Mr. Speaker, thirdly, it is unacceptable and indefensible that Jamaicans should be left attached to a court to which only the most wealthy have access. To the shameful situation where a Jamaican citizen, like me, needs a visa.
Did you guys just see Marlon Malahoo face a while ago? That statement was a checkmate.
Oh, no.
I wish I could play it back. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find her face. Look at her face, yo. Oh my God. Look at her face. Checkmate. Got him. Got him. Got him.
Needs a visa. Needs a visa. Needs a visa. Needs a visa to travel to our final court. When the solution to putting that right lies right here in our hands, in this chamber, whether sitting as the House of Representatives or the Senate. And Mr. Speaker,
you know, I know a lot of you didn't catch that, but Marky G is no longer a British citizen. Marky G doesn't have any British passport anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I know some of the dunce people that run back did not catch that. You weren't listening, were you? He is not a British citizen anymore. The man does drop a bombshell in the Parliament. Am I the only one that got this? Well, if I am, this video is going to be posted immediately. Yo! What a bangarang! Ballot! Hey! Why? Be tired of the green people, them. Marky G, hey. One Marky G. General. Salute. Salute. What a bombshell the man dropping a Parliament today. Oh! And there's another bombshell, you know. Don't you know that them suing them for the Portmore Parish thing? Yes, that's been filed. You think so they were play with, you know? Andrew, the JLP, or the thing so the man a play with, you know? Time come. Time come. Try remember good. Yes, Lord, hallelujah.
Here.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the Parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything.
Wrong Marky G them approve it tonight, Jamaica. They himself going to show you tonight, Jamaica. Ball out producer the program nice. Ball out. Ball out.
So guys, I already knew Marky G was a citizen of Jamaica. At that moment when he said it, and I looked at his face and his body language and his countenance, I said, yep. Because I never knew that Daryl Vaz was still making this an issue. I never knew. I never, because I don't watch his Twitter, I don't watch none of that stuff, I don't watch his social media. So I never knew he was still making it an issue, but my goodness. How are they going to attack Mark Golding now? In what way are they going to attack him? It's going to be very interesting to see what strategy is going to be implemented in attacking Mark Golding. And I don't know why they're attacking him. If you, after 10 years, have done this excellent job, right? Why do you need to attack him being a British citizen when you know it's not something illegal for him to be the Prime Minister of Jamaica? But what they did is they played on the weaknesses of us, the people of Jamaica. That's what the Jamaica Labour Party did, you know. They played on the weakness of you guys being racist. All of you that was championing Mark Golding to give up his British citizenship, you guys are an utter disgrace, and you should be ashamed of yourself. And I don't take back a word of me. I mean every word I said, and I've been saying this from the jump. If it does not affect the Constitution, the highest law of the land, why are you guys making a big deal out of it? Why did you guys do that to Mark Golding? Oh no, wicked. Why couldn't you guys see it from the perspective that this man has a father of which he's very proud, that comes from that same land, and you guys push this man to give up his citizenship? But you see, there's another aspect to this. There's a level of selflessness when it comes to Mark Golding. For him to do that with the significance of his father's legacy, for him to go there, ladies and gentlemen, and actually renounce his citizenship, right? For him to do that, you heard what he said in context. Let me play it back what he said. The reason why he did it. Let's play it back. Because context matters now. Look at this.
People of Jamaica feel about it. Because our constitution allows it. Yeah. However, when it became an issue last year, and there was a big kerfuffle about it, I said, let me check out how the people of Jamaica feel about it. Yeah. And we did our own poll. We didn't publish. We do polls all the time to assess what's going on and how people feel about things.
So there you go. This is another difference between leadership. This man, although he was attacked wrongfully in my purview, right? The man went and he did a poll to find out what is the people thinking. How do they really feel about this thing? And when he did the poll, the people actually wanted him to give up his citizenship. And the man did what the people wanted. So this is a man that is here to serve the people. What did he do? He consulted the people, and because the eyes had it, because most people wanted him to go into that direction, although I know it hurt him to do that because of his love for his father, right? I think I can speak for Mark Golding. If I should interview Mark Golding and ask him, did it hurt? Because I remember when he came on an interview, how you doing, Ryan Campbell? Diana, salute. I remember when he came on an interview, he said he really has to think about this, because the love that he has for his father, right, and his legacy, and the fact that it's nothing illegal, so why are they making it a big deal? You know what I mean? And I knew this hurt Mark Golding, but that is a sacrifice he did for you, the Jamaican people. And I dare say, you guys should not let down yourselves and let down Mark Golding in this next general election. Don't sell out on a vote. All right, this man gave up something. He gave up his lineage. He gave up his lineage to his father in some capacity, being that that's where his father came from. He denounced his father to serve you, the people of Jamaica, potentially. Not even that he won the election, but just to serve you. What a absolutely massive sacrifice this man has made, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, if it was me, I would argue down to the T until the Constitution has changed and it is no longer law that I have to give up my British citizenship. Until we move away from the monarch, I would even argue, wait a minute, but the Prime Minister of Jamaica is a part of the Privy Council. He pledged allegiance to the King, I don't hear you guys telling him to remove himself from the Privy Council. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a different man from Mark Golding. I would have argued down to the T. But there's a second aspect of this that Mark Golding stated in this part. Listen.
And when I saw that there was a good enough chunk of Jamaicans who didn't think that their leader should have a dual nationality, I said, here what? I don't want my status to be an issue. I don't want my status to, for example, in any seat where we have a candidate that's a close seat, for it to be used as a thing that might make their chances not as strong as we want. So I said I would renounce it. And
the man is a team leader, ladies and gentlemen. Another great quality. The man is a team leader. He understands that this is a team sport. It's not just about him. Wow. Can we get a round of applause for Mark Golding? Talk about taking your ego out the way and being selfless and not selfish. How you doing, Lorraine? Mighty God.
And I have renounced it. And I paid £400 and something to renounce it. And the renunciation came through in August last year. In fact, I can show it. If you have 2 minutes, I can go get the document and hold it.
Prove it to the Marky G, Jamaica. Bangarang Marky G, say I prove it tonight, Jamaica. Hey, himself going show you tonight, Jamaica. Bolo producer the program nice. Bolo.
Oh, RJ, man, you
That
kidding
is
me
funny,
over here, bro.
honey. That's funny.
Oh no.
Oh my God, that is funny.
So, the man is selfless, people. The man is selfless. You can't ask him to do nothing more than what I'm doing. That if he prove to you, what else is Mark Golding going to prove to you? Talk about, and it's embarrassing. You know what's embarrassing, ladies and gentlemen? What is embarrassing is that these people was making an ass of themselves. From last year, for 7 months now, they've been making an ass of themselves. And Mark Golding just sit back with the information and the facts. And he never said anything. He just allowed them to make an ass of themselves. This man is a chess player, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if he plays chess, but he's definitely a chess player. Because, man, oh man, that is a rat trap. If you ever heard of a rat trap, that is a rat trap.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Andre. So, as I said, in August it came through. So, here is the cover letter. How am I going to make you see it now? It's difficult, eh? I don't know if you can read. That's addressed to me.
Yes.
Yeah. And the date.
Home office, see it there?
Home office, yeah. And the date, you can see the date?
I definitely, let me see. We see fax, telephone number, Liverpool, the capital building, hold on there.
Yeah, the UK. Bring it up a little bit more, Mr.
Look a bit packaging. Alright, so we see, reference, government, email, UK, we see, okay, alright.
There the reference and all of those something.
Yeah.
Oh!
The date is right. The date is right here where my finger is. You can see it.
Oh, yes, see
August.
See that? August 5th. Yes, yes.
5th. Also, yes. It was the day before independence.
Wow, how fitting was that, ladies and gentlemen? That this went through the day before Independence Day. Come on, man. Nah, that is a sign right there. Wow.
There you go. All right. And it's captioned renunciation of British citizenship.
See that? See that? Wait. Pause. Wait.
See there?
Boop. Dear Mr. Mark Golding, renunciation of British citizenship. Damn.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland.
Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
People don't know, say me I go zoom up the page, you know. Cause we have to see this clear, you know. We don't want to hear nothing about no argument. We don't want to hear nothing from his scoundrel, them, you know. See, I am writing to inform you that the above name is now registered. Blah blah blah. Renounce British citizenship. Dear Mr. Mark Golding, renunciation of British citizenship. Mercy, excellent comment, Velma. 7 months now, you make them act like them I eat that, you know. I like what Velma just said. Velma said, I am happy Mark Golding didn't act because of Andrea, but because of the people. Excellent move, a great sacrifice. Yes, I'm telling you. This man is a man of integrity, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Ship, you see it? Go. Finger is. You can see it.
August 5th. Also, it was the day before independence.
And there you go. All right. And it's captioned renunciation of British citizenship. You see it?
Right.
See there, backside. See there.
Yeah.
Did what the proofs in Marky G did get there.
So that's the cover letter. Yeah. That's cover letter signed by this person, whoever that's a officer of the.
Pause. Leslie Davis, CT8, UK Visa and Immigration Department 73. So people, for those who still don't believe, for those who still want to go do research, go and check them. I'm sure this is public information. I am certain this is public information, right? So you can more than go and find out the details them of this right here, so don't it?
The
if you don't want first,
Leslie Davis.
Leslie Davis, UK Visas and Immigration Department 73. All right. Yeah. So that's the cover letter, and this is a certificate. No.
Oh,
yes.
The certificate.
The UK. See there.
Oh.
Declaration.
Oh, declaration of renunciation. Come on, man. Stop. Showing and proving. Stop playing with Marky G, man. Stop playing with Marky G. That's
declaration of renunciation. See there, Jamaica. Why would the man be telling a lie?
See the seal.
Yeah.
There's the seal. You guys see the seal?
And it's signed over here on the back. See, same
person.
So this is it.
Same
and it has a seal and everything. Where is it?
Mr. Golding, you need not to say anything more to
it's a game over. Game over.
That's it.
Game over.
I'm glad I got the chance to. You know, to be honest, let me tell you, it's my personal life. You know, I've said it. I told the media from when it happened. It was carried in the Gleaner and so on. I thought people would accept what I say. I'm accustomed to telling the truth. But if Daryl has continued to make an issue of it for whatever reason. Yeah, and there you go. So there you have it. All right.
So you silenced the argument and done the argument now.
Done the argument done.
Emotional damage.
My God.
So there's and I'm just touching quickly on those things. I mean, there's a lot. I could speak on every area if I needed to, agriculture and many other things. But essentially, we have a very difficult task ahead of us. But if Jamaica doesn't get a change of government now, I don't know what kind of state we're going to be. You know, because we have a corrupt government.
Help. We key out of the letter.
We need a divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
Yes, yes. Big up Mark Golding. Big up Mark Golding. You know what I mean? Warmington and Vaz and a little tough neck woman. All of them were attack Mark Golding citizenship. What them are gonna do you now? Game over, people.
Argument done.
So right now, I need a visa.
Hey!
If I want to go to the UK. And I haven't got one.
Yo, Marky G said right now, we need a visa.
That is funny,
If
honey.
I want to go to the UK.
That's funny.
No, you know how,
Oh my
listen,
God, that is funny.
I just want to add this last part before I stop the recording for the actual. I'm going to post this video separately, so I'm recording while I'm doing this live with you. But I won't be ending the live stream, right? Because I would want to hear from you guys. That's why the number is right there for people to call in. The calling segment coming in afterwards. But if it's even for a little bit, but I don't know what you guys, how, you know, people might be at work, I don't know, depending on where you are. But my internet is back home now, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm good. You understand? I'm comfortable in my lab, in my space right now. But, you know, did anybody ever think about the fact that Mark Golding has family in Britain? The side of his father's family. Did anybody ever think about that? I just want to further really punch it home how horrible you people are that push this man to denounce his British citizenship. Yes, you guys are horrible. You are horrible individuals. Now, I understand the stance where the United States is concerned, where you have a dual citizenship with the United States. And the reason why I say that is because the United States has been notorious historically. Look at what they did to Michael Manley in trying to destabilize Jamaica. The records are there. The CIA thing has been released. So I can understand when somebody has an issue with the United States. I can understand it. But what I don't understand is you have a government that has a leader that is tied to the Privy Council. The ones that are our enslavers at the end of the day. Right? The ones that the Maroons fought for 80 plus years. The ones that the Maroons defeated. That they came to an agreement with. You guys don't have a problem with that? But you have a problem with Mark Golding being a citizen of Britain? You guys really did not think this out enough. And then the other part of it is that according to the Constitution, it was not illegal. So there was nothing immoral and unethical about him being a citizen of Britain by proxy of his dad. You guys never thought about his family and his family ties? Now the man has to get a visa to go visit family. Mighty God. Wow. This is a new law for Jamaica, I have to say.
What can go so?
Yeah, man.
What can go
Yeah, man.
so?
This is a new law.
What can go so?
This is a new law. But I digress. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man. And share the live stream. Come on now. Stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard? Alright, so I'm taking calls for those who want to, you know. You can talk about the budget, you know, you guys might have other issues that you want to talk about. I know there were some people that called me, you know, that had various issues. Let me see this. Let me see if this person want to see if this person want to talk. Let them know. I'm live. Hello. This person now answer. But the lines are open, ladies and gentlemen. The lines are open. Phone lines are open. The phone number is WhatsApp only calls, please. Thank you kindly. WhatsApp only calls, please. And if you want to join the WhatsApp group, that is the same number, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. If you're gonna exit, please remember to hit the like button before you do. Yes, somebody texted me. I said the minister is not even a real doctor. He don't have a heart for people. Talk truth. Talk truth, lady. Talk truth. Pick up yourself. Lady that sent me that message. We have Nora in the building. Pat W say, Mark have them like a gig spinning around. Uno baga. Uno abe. Swarmington, Vaz. All of the kaba them who talking. Booming at them nastiness. Hey, yo, what did you see that? Hey, what did you see
that is
man?
Funny, honey.
That's
funny.
Oh my
God,
goodness.
that is funny.
Wow. Can I get a wow? No, Jeffrey Tavares did an interview with class prefect. Honestly, I don't have the attention span right now, to be honest with you, because I didn't get enough sleep to really go over that particular video. But I would encourage people to go and watch that video, you know. Make we talk with Jeffrey Tavares, because no, today is the 20th. I would encourage you guys to go and watch that video with Jeffrey Tavares, man, because trust me. Oh, and Jeffrey Tavares has an interview with Julian Robinson. That is going to be interesting. That is going to be very interesting. So it says corruption going on in Montego Bay Metro. That is the title of the video. See?
You are still white.
Hold on there.
Yes.
I think
so
yes.
It's correct. 2.21 speaks to ineffective bank reconciliation control.
Hold on there for me, head boy. For those who don't understand what you just said, explain it in layman terms for me, please.
So ineffective bank reconciliation. Reconciliation is which you're the
people from your hear the voice, you know who that man. The man himself that always call him the Andre show, and he has called me maybe 3 or 4 times already. So it seems as if he did a presentation, and I'm not even really going to react to it. I'm just gonna scroll through parts of it right now, because I'm pretty much done with the show. I really wanted to hear from you guys, but you know, you guys might be wrapped up in work or whatever. It is what it is.
The internal auditors have uncovered some major breaches at the Montego Bay Metro. One of the first breach that they have uncovered, which is on page 7, is the criteria. They said compliance with GOJ Corporate Governance Framework and Public Bodies Management Act. So that is the rules that govern the public bodies. So public bodies have to abide by certain prescribed rules in how they govern their affairs. One, they highlighted that there was no corporate secretary appointed, meaning that the board don't have a corporate secretary.
Okay.
The board minutes were not signed by the chairman. And there had been no board meeting in the 3 months whilst this review was being done.
What?
The strategic plan and operational plan and budget have no evidence of board approval. I want to pause there, Jeffrey, and we come back in and engage.
Yes.
So the first thing which strikes me in an entity like the Metro in Montego Bay,
Right.
which by the way was created by when Dr. Peter Phillips was Minister of Transport, so that the people of Montego Bay would have had the same arrangement. Yes, zoom it back in, Jeffrey, a little bit more. Yes, right there. And so that people would have had some arrangements like what happened in Kingston, parishes of Trelawney and Hanover. Yes? It says there is no corporate secretary. How can you have a board that there is no secretary on the board?
That's crazy.
You're muted.
But head boy, this you have a corporate company and there is no secretary there. But not only that, I don't have any secretary there. Based on information that we are receiving, that the people who are working there.
I don't want to go there yet.
Okay,
I don't want to go there because it's going to highlight it in the report.
Okay, go ahead.
To rush ahead. But yes, Jeffrey, what I'm saying, so there is no board. We can engage in that. There's no corporate secretary.
Yes.
The board minutes were not signed because if there's no corporate secretary, who going to sign it? Remember, this board minutes have to be signed and approved by a secretary.
Right.
Yes?
Yes.
Then 2.15 of the report says no board meeting in 3 months. In their own internal mechanism, they should be having a board meeting every last Tuesday of the month.
Wow. And this
indeed.
See, these things are put together to have accountability and structure in organizations. So those are red flags already. No secretary appointed. Board meetings not signed by chairman. No board meetings in 3 months. Strategic plan, operational plan, and budget have no evidence of board approval or review. That is a huge red flag. You're talking about the money now. And this is what? Compliance with GOJ Corporate Governance Framework and Public Bodies Management Act. And which year was this? Mighty God, no, sir.
No, 2.16, which speaks to it says the strategic plan and operational plan and budget have no evidence of board approval and review. And I'll pause there.
Wow.
Go ahead, Jeffrey.
So in other words, there is no board approval for nothing.
For no budgeting.
No
so some
spending,
hanky-panky can go on.
Of course.
Well, when there's no oversight from boards, that's what typically happens.
Exactly.
Right.
That is what typically happens. And now we know. And me not afraid of nobody, you know. Yeah? Darrell Vaz, as Minister of Transportation, needs to come and tell the country in his presentation how could he be minister presiding over the operations of the Montego Bay Metro, right? And has no board management in terms of the budget of that entity. It's a government entity, you know.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Well. This is actually worth recording because I did not know anything about this. And yeah, this is actually worth recording. Wow. I'm sure a lot of people know about it, and I'm sure a lot of people still missed it. So, I think it's my, it's the MO of this platform to really, review and go over these things. So that's exactly what I'll be doing, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Darren Voss needs to come to the table. This is more than Bangarang. Of course, Andrew Holness is the man behind all of those things. At the end of the day, the buck stops with him. So here we go. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo V and R. And Mr. Jeffrey Tavares recently held an extremely insightful stream on the 19th of March titled, "Is there corruption going on in the Montego Bay Metro?" with several question signs. And ladies and gentlemen, after listening to 5-10 minutes of this, I see why it is titled the way it is. Is there corruption going on in the Metro? Is there?
Emotional damage.
Well, let's examine the information, shall we? Let's go.
So I'm going to start at the first part of I'm going to start on page 7. Yes? Exactly. All right. So, listeners, from a report that this report was tabled on in 2024. There's no specific date of the tabling. July. So this was for the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport. And we all know who is the minister in charge of that ministry. This was an internal audit unit. It was done on July the 22nd, 2004. So this is less than a year old. And it is entitled Internal Audit. Now, in the internal audit, the internal auditors have uncovered some major breaches at the Montego Bay Metro. One of the first breach that they have uncovered, which is on page 7, is the criteria. They said compliance with GOJ corporate governance, framework, and public bodies management.
Wait a minute. Jeffrey Gray, thank you for the donation to the Cash App, man. Hey, salute to that, man. I just saw it. Thank you. Jeffrey Gray in the building, man. Yes. Thank you so much for the donation, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, big up yourself. Alright, let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, guys, the Cash App is open, The Cash App is open, the PayPal is open, and the Zelle information is there as well. The thing with the Zelle is, if you're gonna use the Zelle, just reach out to me with the receipt, alright? Via my Instagram is right there on the screen. My number is right there on the screen, so you can choose either medium. If you don't want to text me or like that, you can email me. My email information is on my page as well. So let's continue. And thank you again, Jeffrey Gray. Thank you so much for the donation, sir. Appreciate it very, very much. Thank you.
So that is the rules that governs the public bodies. So public bodies have to abide by certain prescribed rules in how they govern their affairs. One, they highlighted that there was no corporate secretary appointed, meaning that the board don't have a corporate secretary. The board minutes were not signed by the chairman, and there had been no board meeting in the 3 months while this review was being done. The strategic plan and operational plan and budget have no evidence of board approval. I want to pause there, Jeffrey, and we come back in and engage.
Yes.
So the first thing which strikes me in an entity like the Metro in Montego Bay, which by the way was created by when Dr. Peter Phillips was Minister of Transport, so that the people of Montego Bay would have had the same arrangement. Yes, zoom it back in, Jeffrey, a little bit more. Yes, right there. And so that people would have had the some arrangements like what happened in Kingston, parishes of Trelawney and Hanover. Yes? It says there is no corporate secretary. How can you have a board that there is no secretary on the board? You're muted.
But hey boy, this you have a corporate company and there's no secretary there. But not only that, they don't have any secretary there. Based on information that we are receiving, that the people who are working there.
I don't want to go there yet. Okay, I don't want to go there because it's going to highlight it in the report.
Okay, go ahead.
Rush ahead. But yes, Jeffrey, what I'm saying, so there is no board. We can engage in that. There's no corporate secretary.
Yes.
The board minutes were not signed because if there's no corporate secretary, who going to sign it? So remember, this board minutes have to be signed and approved by a secretary. Yes?
Yes.
Then 2.15 of the report says no board meeting in 3 months. In their own internal mechanism, they should be having a board meeting every last Tuesday of the month.
Indeed.
Now, 2.16, which speaks to it says the strategic plan and operational plan and budget have no evidence of board approval and review. And I'll pause there.
Ball out! Whoa, we need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
Go ahead, Jeffrey.
So in other words, there is no board approval for nothing.
No,
so some hanky-panky can go on.
Well, when there's no oversight from boards, that's what typically happens.
Right.
Yes? That is what typically happens. And now we know. And me not afraid of nobody, you know. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Darrell Vaz, as Minister of Transportation, needs to come and tell the country in his presentation how could he be minister presiding over the operations of the Montego Bay Metro, right? And has no board management in terms of the budget of that entity. It's a government entity, you know.
Emotional damage.
And Keisha Mac.
Yes. And anybody who want to know Keisha Mac is, she's on Facebook. She's the one who she's a blogger for the Labour Party.
And she's
also a pastor.
Pastor, I would more say gastro, but I wouldn't even go further than that. But she's not even qualified, and we're going to show you some other things. This woman is not even qualified for the position that she has.
Yeah? Hold on to me, head boy. We won't call her real name here, you know, because we know her real name. We have her real name, but we have everything about Keisha Mac. She's on Facebook. She's a blogger for the Labour Party on Facebook.
And she has been doing slanderous comments on different people on social media, and also on the opposition leader and members of the PNP and other people in Jamaica who speak out against things.
Yes.
So Keisha Mac, the one, your file is sitting right in our grip. We have
in the trunk. As what Katie said, pack your trunk and go. We have your trunk. We have your file in our trunk. File up Keisha Mac. Not to mention other people who are aligned to certain people in Parliament. Go ahead for me.
Yes. So when we look at this report, it speaks to no board approval for the budget and no evidence of the board approval or review. So it means then I approve it and then I review it. 2.19. Can you? I've been a little difficult. Okay. 2.19 says. You can see, Jeffrey, because I'm having a difficulty. What is that? Ineffective board committees. Yes.
Yes, ineffective board committees.
Right. So which means, remember, in each, even though the board has a board, there are subcommittees of the board. So for example, the HR board, the finance board, right? The social and welfare boards. So there should be about 3 or 4 boards there. Right? So it says there is ineffective board committees, and 2.12 speaks to no self-evaluation done for the board. This,
but hey boy, how is it that Montego Bay Metro is allowed to operate this way?
Excellent question.
And why? Because it has become a feeding tree for certain labor rights in the western end of Jamaica. It's a feeding tree for certain labor. And I'm asking the callers to hold off on the calls. We're not taking any calls. We're going to address this report a little bit.
Yes.
Now, we have the recommendations to this side, right? But let's look at what was said, what the issues were, and then look at the recommendations after. So it says no self-evaluation done for the board, no documented and approved SOP. Now, for our listeners, an SOP is a standard operating procedures. Imagine a government entity that gets in budget annually, billion spending down there.
And holy, listen to me. There's a lot of things going on at Montego Bay Metro, because I get to understand that a certain manager approached an individual down there who rent place down there and asked him for the rent, taxpayers' money. He rent the place from Montego Bay Metro, and the manager asked the man for taxpayers' money. The man called Kingston, and a well-known person who is at Transport Authority tell the manager no ends up bad word. Nobody go back to the man again. So we want to know, is it that Montego Bay Metro is being run by a bunch of you know who? Go ahead for me, sir.
Yeah, so it says no documented and approved SOP. So no standard operating procedure. Well, obviously, because if there were standard operating procedures, these egregious occurrences could not happen. No, it speaks to 211.5 says unauthorized changes to the Ministry of Finance and Planning prescribed reporting structure. What does that mean? Simple. It means they have made changes to what the Ministry of Finance and Planning would have said to them in how they are supposed to report their spending.
My God. So that means, head boy, they do not follow the guidelines of the Ministry of Finance.
No, this is a rogue entity.
So how Daryl Vance? Is it that the minutes don't know about what's going on? Is it that the person who's in charge?
Emotional damage.
Rogue entity.
So how Daryl Vance? Is it that the minutes don't know about what's going on? Is it that the person who's in charge of JUTC, is in charge of Montego Bay Metro? And the person who's in charge of the Transport Authority is in charge of JUTC? I get to understand. Mr. Ellington, Owen Ellington, a former commissioner of police, are you aware of the corruption and the nastiness and the, I don't want to call it, the slaughter that's going on at Montego Bay Metro? Are you aware of it, Mr. Ellington and Minister Vaz? Are you, Minister Vaz, going to address this in your presentation? Go ahead from here, boy.
But the board that was constituted there, Ellington is not on the board, but he runs JUTC that has controlling interest in that. But yes, who must answer the question is the managing director of JUTC, who is a director in this board, Mr. Abrams, Paul Abrams.
Mr. Howard Abrams?
No, Paul Abrams.
Paul Abrams.
Right? Remember, that's the managing director of JUTC.
Right.
So because of JUTC has controlling interest in there, they have to appoint the managing director as a director in Metro, but he's not the chairman.
Right.
Right? The chairman is a man by the name of Edmondson. Yes? So he needs to come and tell us why are these. But this is not the listeners and viewers, this is not even half of the bang around.
Hold on there. We have to play a ball out. Continue for me, continue for me.
What can go so? What can go so?
Yeah, this is not even half of it. I'm actually going now in the rest of the report, and I'm going to tell you which pages to put up which show the financial irregularities.
Okay. Here we go. Hold on a minute.
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
There you go.
That was definitely
something
a
right here.
moment.
Where is it? What page should go on now?
Big up Jeffrey. Big up Jeffrey. Bolo gone viral. Crazy viral. But in all seriousness though, I don't know what else to say about this country, man. I really don't know what else to say about this country and not the country really, but this government. The verdict is in, ladies and gentlemen. I think those who have you that don't want to see it for what it is, the verdict is in. And to actually add to not just this, I'm gonna add it to it. Darrell Vaz, who is the Minister of Social Security? Is it Pernell Charles Jr.? Anybody can answer me that? Who is the Minister of Social Security? Let me find out real quick.
You're going to skip to the next page.
That's page 9.
Yes. All right. Yes, bring him up a little bit.
Come on. Hold on there. More?
No, come down. Down. Right there. It's 2.21. 1 second.
Yeah, 2.21.
Yes.
I think,
so
yes.
It's correct. 2.21 speaks to ineffective bank reconciliation control.
Hold on there for me, head boy. For those who don't understand what you just said, explain it in layman terms for me, please.
So ineffective bank reconciliation. Bank reconciliation is which your deposits, what your receivables must match what you're putting in the bank. So if your ledger, remember you have your sales ledger, your daily sales accounting of sales, that must reconcile with what you put in the bank. So your sales ledger can say you make 100,000 today. But when you do the deposit for the bank, because sometimes companies do daily deposits or they do monthly deposits, the monthly sales journal is showing a different from what you're reconciling with the bank.
Yeah.
The other is that there's unreviewed and undated bank reconciliations. So once again, them not check the sales against the bank, against what is put in the bank, and then the undated bank reconciliation. So them just are putting things in the bank with no date.
So hold on there. It's not the actual bank they put it in. They put it on a spreadsheet, like a
spreadsheet. Yes,
a spreadsheet. It's not the actual bank they put it in. They put it on a spreadsheet stating that they spend 40 million on a parrot. When nothing goes up, and there's no date.
Absolutely, and bank reconciliations must match what you have on the spread as your earnings for the day. It must reconcile with what is in the deposits.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Now, this is something that you guys have to go over to Jeffrey Tavares and watch, ladies and gentlemen, in its entirety. To be honest with you, this is huge. This is huge. What he's talking about right here, this is a real bangara. So I guess Darrell Vaz have some questions and some things to answer to. Will he answer to them? Who knows? But I think that is significant enough to actually pose. I think it's significant enough to pose. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. How is one sheet gonna have this amount of money allegedly? And then what is the bank has is a different thing. So you're gonna that smells fraudulent. If that is true, if that's what is going on, that smells very, very fraudulent, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what we want to desperately eradicate out of Jamaica because it does not serve the economy. It actually kills the economy. This is the actual video, guys. This is the actual video right here. Make we talk. Is there any corruption going on at the Montego Bay Metro? So I would encourage you guys to go over there and watch the rest of that. No, let me play a little bit more of it.
Headboard, before I go any further, headboard. If you can imagine this is going on at Montego Bay Metro. You can imagine this going on at JUTC in Kingston, the Transport Authority, and other government entities in this country.
And remember, there's not much monies at Metro like what is at the JUTC.
There you go.
No, 2.2 said 2.23 inaccurate bank reconciliations. Same thing again. Meaning, so this is damning because it is saying it's inaccurate because what you have on your spreadsheet don't confirm what you put now in the bank. This is now with the bank now, you know. Then inaccurate the late lodgement of funds up to 4 years late.
Hold on there.
What?
In other words, what they're saying here, that they have not gone on the accounting spreadsheet to put in the data. So it's up to 4 years late. It's just like how the 3 trillion are gone on the trade, eh?
No, 1 second, Jeffrey.
Okay,
Let me clarify something. Late lodgement. This is no money going into the bank.
Okay.
Late lodgement of funds up to 4 years late. So up to 4 years later, what them have for reconciliation, meaning from their system, which says what they have earned.
Somebody said, Irving said, it's a lumber yard without board. Yo, that is the perfect analogy. Let's continue.
Earned is when they just are putting that in the bank. Yeah, this is a crying shame. It's a crying shame. Yeah, this is I don't, honestly, I am lost for words. Yeah, I'm really lost for words. Now it says depletion of over 25 million in project funds with no significant projects undertaken.
What almighty God in heaven?
So they request from their parent ministry money to do project, but they don't do no work.
So in other words, Montego Bay Metro, where Keisha Mack is,
yes,
request $25 million from JUTC Kingston.
From Ministry of Transport, yes.
From the Ministry of Transport. To undertake projects. And no project has been done.
None.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Never Portland. Why not travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Well. So the Minister of Labour and Social Security is who? Honorable Colonel Charles Jr. and who? Honorable Norman Dunn. Is that what I'm seeing here? Seems as if no. It's I'm looking at the website to find out. Cause so Daryl Vaz have some questions, a lot of questions to answer. Hey,
whatsoever. No.
So how Keisha McConnell without this, Samir?
Let me look at the recommendation because the recommendation explains exactly what needs to be done.
Let's go with the recommendation indeed.
Right, so let me bring up the recommendations.
You can see it?
Yes. So it says management should ensure that bank reconciliations or similar controls bear the signature of the preparer and the date of preparation. Yes?
I wonder who prepared this.
Yeah. Ask Keisha Mac, she could tell you.
Keisha Mac from over by Facebook, the JLP blogger. Can you come and tell the people on Facebook who prepared this $25 million project fund from the Ministry of Transport and no project has been done in a Montego Bay Metro? Keisha Mac, you love to spread propaganda upon people. Upon people. I know who you are. You're a pastor of the church in St. Anne, a so-called pastor. You're a so-called pastor. We have everything on you. Tell the Jamaican people on Facebook. How is it that you work at Montego Bay Metro? Montego Bay Metro, ask JUTC, ask the Ministry of Transport for $25 million of taxpayers' money. What the taxpayer money is separate to Keisha Mac? Go ahead for me, sir.
Yes, sir. So it says management should ensure the bank reconciliations and all similar controls bear the signature of the preparer and the date of preparations. All should be subject to timely and effective review and should be signed and dated by the reviewer as evidence of the same. Simple put, when you prepare the bank reconciliations, you must sign them and it must be dated the day when you sign them. And whomever do it should sign. The next recommendations under this, Jeffrey, can go up a little bit.
Hold on for me.
Right. All separate bank accounts a separate bank account should be created to prevent co-mingling. I want people to hear that word. Co-mingling is when money and mix up. You remember the word was used in the Master 28 bank account?
Yes, co-mingling.
Oh, exactly. Co-mingling. And so it says a separate account should be created to prevent co-mingling and allow for the proper accountability and transparency in the use of project funds. So what typically entails monies that are for projects in entities, they have a sub account that's labeled like project fund account. So you never mix. You don't go into project funds account to run daily operations. Earmarked specifically for one thing. Yeah.
No co-mingling, ladies and gentlemen. No co-mingling. Wow. This is a lot. Like I said, I would encourage you guys to go and watch that video in its entirety because I'm not going to play all of it. I just wanted to highlight this enough so that people can be aware of this potential corruption that is in the Montego Bay Metro. Daryl Vaz obviously has some questions that he needs to answer. Somebody said in the chat that drain the swamp. Time has come for accountability. Everyone has to build their own country now. Free money. Time is finally finished. No free money. Time is finally finished. They can't run away from their country anywhere. America changed. Oh, some Japanese are so brilliant, and yet some of them. So okay, never mind. Yeah. So guys, let me know what y'all think about that. Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard? Alright, there's an audio that I got to know. Pensioners reaching out. Pensioners are reaching out, ladies and gentlemen. It is quite serious. And we have to bring to the table Minister of Social Security, Labor and Social Security, Mr. Pernell Charles. Yes, the people request you, sir, Like I said, I had some background noise. Sorry about that. The people is requesting Mr. Pernell Charles to step forward, ladies and gentlemen. So, fire truck them been busy from the other day. You know. I don't know if I drill them around hour, but they have been quite busy. Anyway, let me just situate this real quick. Alright. So, it's the man that has the responsibility for the issue that I'll be sharing with you guys. Like I said, the pensioners are reaching out, and one pensioner reached out to me on behalf of the voice of other pensioners. So we are going to share that with you. And of course, I'll put mortgagee up there because, yeah, we need a change. These are some concerns. So, alright, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, pensioners have reached out to me on behalf of other pensioners. So let's hear what he has to say, and this is a quite lengthy clip. So yeah, let's get it.
This is a voice note, to call upon the Minister of Social Security. We as pensioners are pleading because we can't get our pension money from about a week now. And prior to this, we have a problem too. We never get the other one. We have to go to the office and then give us a kind of ring. Right now, we are called the office in Senate because I'm from Senton, and nobody answering the phone. The last time somebody answered the phone about 2 days ago, lady said, hold on, I put it on to somebody, and I waste my credit. All no, nobody no come back at the phone, me have to hang up. Them a waste the credit, them a waste the time. And a little money we get from this for our pension to buy food and other things, we can't get it. Is it the government broke? Or are they spiting the old people them? And the leader for the country have 28 bank accounts and counting. And the little poor people and pensioners who build up this country and work to build up this country can't get the little money. And him have 28 bank accounts. What can go so? We just want to highlight this problem because we have several other pensioners, women and men alike, my friend them, what me know. Them a call me and ask me if me get and what happened. And me explain the situation and say me not get any. I go to the bank about 6, 7, 8 times already. And we can't get the pension money. It's a shame, man. This government rip off even the babe and the suckling. And now the senior citizens. They must suck with blood dry like, I mean, man, this have to change. Pensioners not working. A matter of fact, not even the young people them can't get no work. Pensioners not work, and the little money what them to give us, the little pittance is small already. As they get it done, but at least we want it to do what we can do as far as we can reach. And the government and whoever, the Minister of Social Security, Mr. Charles, you want to see us hungry and dead for hungry? Eh? While you and your father steal the land up at St. Thomas. And we can buy food. It's very unfair, man. And when you come in a bag of excuse, we're tired of the excuse now, man. We're tired of them. What we realize that we really don't care. We really don't care about the pensioners. and the people of this country. It's a cry. It become a crisis now. We've been overwhelmed, man, by this government in our sector. No wonder United Nations give us a statistics the other day that 7.6% or 76.6%. 76% of people in Jamaica go to bed with inadequate food or are hungry. Eh? And this government proud to hear that. But remember the word, you know. A light that is under a bushel cannot be hidden. So all the wrongs of this government are to the people of Jamaica. One day, it will come to the open. I must reiterate, we are tired and sick of what is going on in the country overall. And I talk for all pensioners because I have the whole of them, my brethren them and my sisters them call me, complain and asking me. And the same note. Boy, I'm not get it yet, you know. I go to the bank. I call the officer, I can't get through. What must we do? We must go thief? Or we must go beg? And right now, everybody hardly have anything we can't beg. Because they don't forgive. Come on, Mr. Minister of Security, Mr. Minister of Social Security. Make the pensioners, we could get our money. Today is Thursday and tomorrow is Friday. What will you do? Stay hungry for the weekend again like last week? And have to depend on other people to help us out. It's a damn disgrace and shame on this government. And the piece of audacity where them have is that you call at the office with relate to you and nobody wants the phone. So everybody are collude with the problem. I hope this voice note will reach far and wide in Jamaica. A matter of fact, we want to plan a strategy and walk to the office in St. Anne's Bay. Galvanize the rest of people and walk down there and put them to shame, man. It's a shame. The old people who give them sweat and blood to this country, in whatever capacity, and now we're entitled to something and we can't get it because of bad management and bad leadership and an uncaring government. I hope the host will just highlight this for us, you know, because it's very serious. We need to get our pension money. And the people at the office and the government stop tell us lie. They make so much promises and then can't fulfill the simple ones. With up on the books. I mean, think about it. The old people that will sit down a yard that we care. If we now have a little daughter and son and some nice people and family around us, we are dead by now if we're hungry. This thing must stop, man. The country so run down, we don't have nothing, we can't buy nothing, that even the remittance are dry up now. You don't understand? Mr. Charles, when you come in a parliament and in a big talk and a rebuttal, today the Prime Minister come in the office, come chat about it. Him can't promise you nothing more. Because him can't fulfill this. The pensioners' money. He can't tell you nothing else. He can't promise you nothing. Time come for you, man. Your minions of the government need to go aside, need to resign. That we must come in the parliament today because I don't want to come through in the resignation. And come out of office and make somebody who have sense and care for people come around the country. When the people when become unbearable now. With no lie and no cheat. And the pie in the sky promises. We just want to keep us hungry, naked, without shelter. There's nothing this government do to help the people of the country, and more so the senior citizens who don't have nothing. The little money we want to give us some one time, we have to fight for it and work and build the country. Blood, sweat and tears. Thick and thin we work, rain or shine. And now we forget something back. When we come and talk about and get tax relief and we can't pay pensions. Mr. Prime Minister, you need to take care of yourself, man. You feel Jamaican people in every asset and facet of life. We not even want to hear you talk. We don't want to see you. Time for you vanish now, man. In a 10 year. He is a big disgrace to Jamaica and the Caribbean. You are the worst leader of leaders we ever see. This we need this voice note to go far and highlight our plight as pensioners. Good morning, host. I rest my case.
Help. We Kiada
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor right. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need it. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
The message me I deliver. You know what I deliver it? You know how much blood I listen, you know how much of them that can? Half a million make them can put on them pot. If a one preacher make Jamaican dagger can yam food, I'm asked you what. Led by Andre. But when I say Portland, me never call no name. But sure me can, me no call no fool. But me I tell some people, this year 2025, the plumb line has been drawn. Who not dead and lose sleep. God want back Jamaica. One way or another. Jamaica belong to God. Lift your God bless in another church. If you're not living on a hypocrite, if you don't love me right now, you're not supposed to there. Lift your hand and say, Eternal Father, bless our land, guide us with your mighty hand, keep us free from evil powers, be our life through countless powers. Lift your God bless hand, you're hypocrite. Before God and all mankind, we pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, wisdom and courage of my strength and vigor of my back in the service of my fellow. Sit. Where are they? You can't go up. I promise to stand up for justice. Come like, don't forget, you're hypocrite, you forget the pledge. And that you not loyal no more. We don't remember the pledge. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood and peace, to work diligently, to think create, and give generous, so that Jamaica may. Under what? Under who? Under who? Under who? Jamaica under God. Jamaica under God. Jamaica under God. Jamaica under will increase in beauty, fellowship and prosperity. We will play our part in advancing the welfare of the whole human. I am giving you a warning.
Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all coming sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support, support, support. The like button is free, heard? Yeah, people, storm up the comment section and tell me what you think about what the pensioner said. So you see the pensioners are communicating with each other. Obviously, people are friends with each other for years. They grow old and they're in the similar situation. So like friends will do, friends will talk, and you know, find out what's going on. If there's an issue, it's only natural. We have to take care of our elderly and we have to take care of our young ones. And as a community, we have to take care of our women as well. So our young ones, our children, and our elders, it has to be our main focus. As men, that's what we do. We protect the herd. We champion that, and we advocate for that. And that's what leadership is all about. And there's leadership in many different areas. You understand? Whatever it is that you're doing, you can be a leader in that capacity. So I encourage more and more people. You can always send me a voice note. I don't have a problem with doing something like this for you as well. You don't have to call into the show. You can articulate yourself properly, and I will formulate a way how to do the recording and post it where your concerns are concerned, and I will definitely put the name of the relevant individual, in this case Colonel Charles and Andrew Honest, Colonel Charles Jr. and Andrew Honest, in this case when it comes to the pensioners. Alright? You guys have a wonderful day. Until later on, I go live again. Big up on yourself. It's your brother Bolo VNR, and I'm out. Peace.
It's a good thing that God Almighty has never gone on strike because of unfair treatment or for things he didn't like. Should he ever once sit down and say, that's it, I'm through. I had enough of those on earth, so this is what I'll do. He'll give orders to the sun, cut off the heat supply. And to the moon, give no more light, then run the oceans dry. And just to make things double tough and put the pressure on, he'll cut off the air and oxygen till every breath is gone. For sure, he will be justified if fairness was his game. For no one has been more abused or treated with disdain. But yet, he carries on and on, providing you and me with all the goodness of his grace and everything for free. Strike we go, but what a deal we're giving God, whom everything we own. We don't care who we hurt or harm to gain the things we like, but what a mess we'll all be in if God should go on strike.
Jeremiah 29 verse 11, God says, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. That is a scripture that I hold dear to my heart, because God is not a man that he should lie. So if he says he has a plan for me, he does. If he says he has plans to prosper me, he does. I have that much confidence in him to know if he said it, that's just what it is.
step up. Folks, step up. I want you to come listen to Tuna Zine. Let me tell you about Andrew Oles, him dirty thinking thief in government, and them dirty running. We are going to pack them up and send them running. Hear this? Okay. Hey, crowd of people. I want you taking a style about me to learn some sin. Let me tell you what. How we go? It goes so. Hey, Maxine and Bedford. So, you don't see where you're going in a parliament. No, 13 make fever drink water like gold. Yeah, me not go. You wait to come to a girl and say, yo, turn one day, give a smile and say, whoa. She a smile back, extra number no. Yeah, not go. Where you get the dairy milk and cheese from cow? When you never move back again. So, I can tell you about when me, I tell you about now. Yeah, not go. Big mama, we have 10 pounds on a shave I go. Competition against Sweeney, start run now. Bleaching cream around the place now. Foot them back and face right like snow. Red like me stop. With the green me now. Let me hear you bad like a dog. That don't mean if you bite up, picky kitty now. Eh, me not go. And you a double cross with him have a foe. 2 person married, them get vow. Farmer plant seed and have a plow. With the green leafy vegetable named Pop Chow. I cook some of that with some banana now. Eh, not go. Love them a style and India now. Lick 2 blam like we a blow blow. Tell the operator, pull it up now. Cause the tweaks of the style about no blow. Eh, lonesome you not go. Right now with the more live. Them tune up wild. Can't stop with I mean if the lonesome. Better than the whole of them. I'm a boss. Blow! Blow! Send a message to the Prime Minister and them criminal minister them. Come now! We have a free education right now. Better health system right now. Government for create real job right now. You to never stop walk and rob right now. I shut out no lot big gun right now. Too much innocent